Emily.
Governor Johnson, on your website you state that a woman's right to choose is the law of the land, and that if a woman wants to exercise that right, she should be able to do so without being subject to persecution or denied healthcare access. However, states like Texas continuously put laws in place that restrict abortion services as well as clinics. As a libertarian, what do you view as the federal government's role in ensuring a woman's right to choose in every state?
Well, what people don't understand right now is the law of the land. The law of the land currently is not Roe v. Wade, it's KC versus Planned Parenthood, and the law of the land is that a woman has the right to have an abortion up to the point of viability of the fetus, and the Supreme Court has defined viability of the fetus as sustaining the life of the fetus outside of the womb, even if by artificial means. That's the law of the land. We're not looking to change the law of the land in any way, and bottom line, what a difficult decision. Can there be a more difficult decision in anyone's life other than, and I'm talking about the woman now who's facing abortion, than that decision? But that's a decision that should lie strictly with the woman involved.
But I think it's okay for the government to be involved in ensuring clinic access, because that's guarding a fundamental constitutional right of the individual. So that's not the nanny state. That's good government, not bad government.
That winds up being the follow for Emily's question, I think. Emily, tell me if I'm wrong, which is, you say, I want the government out of your life that way, so it's choice. But does the government have a role in protecting that right, as the governor just suggested? Because that might not be the pure libertarian view, but it may be more along what I'm hearing from you two. Does the government have a role in protecting the right to choose that you say you hold inviolate?
Well, back to the law of the land, perhaps, Billy, you can take off on that a little bit, but the law of the land, I stated it, and we're not looking to change the law of the land, and fundamentally, look, a woman's right to choose, and Planned Parenthood, I think Republicans, really, they alienate a lot of people when they talk about defunding Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood does a lot of good, and that starts with women's health.
People sometimes say to me, you know, why should the government say that equality of marriage, gays and lesbians being able to marry, is the law of the land, and isn't that the nanny state? No, not at all. That's the Constitution telling you that marriage equality is dictated by the Due Process Clause and the Equal Protection Clause. That's not the government. So I think that's a canard to say the government should have no role in safeguarding the constitutional right.
Now, let's go to another question from Amanda Lindeman that kind of touches on the outer parameters of this discussion.